Hope this email finds you well. Overworked Underplayed is a not safe for work Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast about a group of young professionals from the real world who find themselves transported into a strange but familiar place full of fantasy and magic. Please see attached for episode, description, and content warnings. Thanks for listening.
Coming soon to a podcast near you. Action in a world of fantasy comes the new adventure, Exit Strategy. Join us as 7 adventurers stumble upon ancient ruins of a long-forgotten people.
Where are we?
This, my friends, is the Great Ori. A temple full of ancient treasure awaits.
Whoa, is that a projector?
No, Richard, that is the astral projector. Questions will be answered, but new mysteries will take their place.
Oh gosh, a friendship bracelet that's just like the one on my wrist? How'd that wind up in a place like this?
No one will ever be the same.
Oh my god, Crystal, you turned into a caterpillar!
But no quest is without its dangers. Everyone in the cart! Goblins are coming!
Wait, where's Bentley?
Help me!
Heroes will fall, but others will rise and take their place.
Bentley, take my hand. I'm getting you out of here.
Whatever you do, always make sure to have an exit strategy.
Welcome, my paid and unpaid interns. This is Overworked and Underplayed, a D&D podcast for young professionals by young professionals. I'm your district manager, or DM, Alex Capps. And today's icebreaker: what was your worst performance review?
Hi, I'm Kyle. I play Jimothy Sticks. He's a gnome artificer. My worst performance review I got was when I went to the office for my performance review. My boss said, okay, so, can you tell me about what you do? Because he genuinely didn't know what I did. And so it wasn't like me defending my position. It was me explaining my position to him. And I was like, wait a minute, aren't you supposed to be my boss? Shit. So not really a performance review, more as a performance show and tell.
What up? It's your boy Marcel Hardy playing Richard Cox, a human consultant turned halfling bard who wholly believes it's better to be lucky than good, but it's best to be both. And Richard's worst performance review was on his last job. He had just started right before they were doing the performance review process, and all employees have to go through it. So he wasn't actually sure what his job was yet. And his manager was also new, and so his manager asked him a whole bunch of questions that he didn't have the answers to. Turns out that he was getting asked questions on performance from a different employee.
Oh. Was it Taylor?
Hi, I'm Annalyn Hardy, and I play Taylor Jacobs, apparently a very aggressive performance review haver, so definitely tune into our Patreon to hear that. And so Taylor's worst performance review is that her boss asked her if she was disappointed in her own performance, and then asked what her mom would think of her performance. And then was like, you're a religious person, aren't you? What would your God think of what you've done?
Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
Did they?
And when Taylor went to HR about it, nothing happened. There was also talk of putting big girl panties on.
Extra no.
Yep.
I hope Taylor no longer works at this place, wherever she got this review.
Taylor, so it was with Mr. Richardson, which we all know is a terrible manager.
Yes.
There we
okay.
go.
Oh,
That's fair.
okay. Okay.
Hi, everyone. I'm Katie, and I play Crystal, the drow druid MLM boss babe that we all know and love. Crystal's worst performance review is that she's never had one because she's only ever been her own boss. So her performance reviews, should she choose to give one to herself, exceeds expectations.
Hey, I'm Margie. I play Amy Ann, a basic B rough and tumble human fighter with a freshly minted dentistry degree. So she works for the family business and hasn't been for very long, as I said, newly minted dentist. But when she does something not quite right, or maybe pulls out the wrong teeth, or goes to the wrong patient, or something like that.
Minor things.
I mean, really,
everybody
really
makes
small
mistakes.
Stuff.
Everybody has those days.
Yeah, just whoever is like the office manager, or if my mom's on staff that day, she'll come and be like, "Amy Ann, what are you doing? You need to double check your work before you actually pull somebody's teeth out. And it's like, okay, I'm sorry, Mom, and then go on like that.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I play Bentley, the IT paladin. And like Crystal, he's never had a performance review, but for a different reason. The only job he's had is the job he works now, because, as I stated previously, he got hired as an intern, but then everyone above him left, so he just kind of became the IT department. As a result of that, combined with the management above that, learning about this new Zoomer thing called quiet quitting, he's never had a performance review. So he just kind of lives by, well, if nothing's broken and nobody notices I'm here, I must be doing a good job.
Yeah. The question is he still getting an intern salary, or is he being compensated for all this?
I think he was getting an intern salary, but remember he hit it big on Bitcoin, so he kind of really works more just because he knows he wouldn't do anything else.
That's a high level of self-awareness there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the DM's worst performance review was one time he just finished up a campaign, and he got feedback from all the players that they didn't cry once, and he just knew that he had done a poor job.
Hey listeners, this show is made possible by the support of our awesome patrons. In addition to a thank you for their support, our patrons get an ad-free listening experience and access to exclusive bonus content. In this episode, you're going to hear an abridged version of the performance reviews that we did. We'll post the full thing on our Patreon. For more details about what you get by supporting us on Patreon, check us out at patreon.com/ownuppod.
All right, so when we last left off, Bentley and Taylor Jacobs had gotten a little closer. You guys had managed to survive being attacked by goblins, and you made it back to the city and made it back to Bluegill headquarters, where you found, surprisingly, Matt Damon hanging out in the lobby. We pick up, Matt Damon looks, and he goes, "Excellent! Excellent job, guys. I heard you were coming. Great work getting Fizzlebang back here all in one piece. I don't see any arrow holes, so that's a good sign."
Yeah, there used to be, but Bentley helped a little bit there.
Yeah, about that. We'll address it. Don't worry about it. So we're gonna start your performance reviews now. So I'm gonna ask each of you to kind of take a seat over here, and my associates here, Bob, Shifley, and Bob, will come out and get you one at a time, take you back for your performance reviews, and then we'll go from there. I want you all to come see me when you get out. All right?
Can do.
When as a group we come see you?
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
as each
When
one of
everybody's
us?
done, y'all come upstairs, come see me, and we'll discuss where we go from here. Richard, I hear we're doing yours first.
That's right.
Overachiever, I like that.
Yeah.
Let's get you seated. Bob's, take it easy on him. This is his first time. Sure will, boss. You all sit down in a very nondescript room. It would almost look like a police interrogation room to you. There's like a single clock on the wall, and you're not sure if it's actually like moving as fast as it should. And there's no windows. And as he closes the door, the room is basically soundproof. We have here, your name is Richard Cox. Is that correct?
That is me. I'm Richard Cox.
So, Richard, let's say that due to budgetary reasons and current market conditions, this is hypothetical, that we had to terminate one member of your party. Who would you pick and why?
That's a tough question. I'm not the resource manager. Of course, I have some opinions on that, but I don't know that I would be the best appropriate person to do that. So I'm going to have to pass on that.
Come on, Rich. It's just a question. Surely there's somebody, a little dead weight hanging around.
I trust in Bluegill's ability to pick people to hire, and so I think that there's no dead weight on this team.
Interesting. You see as he writes some stuff down. All right, so that's one down. So same deal. You get sat down. Welcome. As we said, my name's Bob, and this is my associate Bob. We work here and, evaluate people, and we just want to get to know you a little bit. Let's say that due to budgetary reasons and current market conditions, we had to terminate one member of your team. Who would it be and why?
Hopefully it'd be me. I don't want to work here, but for some reason, no matter how hard I try, I cannot be fired. I've escalated it all the way up to like theft, but you guys just keep me around for some reason and I cannot figure it out. Please let me go home.
Such an honest answer. You know, it's hard to find candidates that have that level of honesty and candidness. That is the kind of thing we're looking for.
Son of a bitch. Real perky set of bobs in there, guys.
Bentley, they bring you into the room,
All right.
sit you down.
Hi, Bob's.
Nice to meet you. So, you know, we're bringing you in, doing the performance review. Don't think of this as anything like you should be stressed out or nervous about.
I'm not.
Okay, good. We're off to a great start then. So, Bentley, let's say due to budgetary reasons and current market conditions, we had to terminate one member of your party. Who would you pick and why?
100% Richard, because I feel like he's the type that would answer this question and say that nobody. And there's always someone that can be cut. You got to be able to answer the hard questions.
When you got a strong team, you got to cut the bleeding heart, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
If not him, Crystal. I mean, they both could probably go and it would be fine.
What is it with Crystal? Does she not add something to the team, or?
I suppose she adds a voice. There's just not always substance to it.
Okay. Bentley, I believe we've completed everything. He says the other Bob opens the door.
Thanks, Bob's.
All right, so, Amy Ann.
Oh, hi. Hi there.
Yeah, hi. My name's Bob. This is Bob.
Oh, hi. Hi, Bob and Bob.
Yeah, welcome to your performance review.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know. I know this is your first one ever for Bluegill. Have you ever had one of these before?
I not this formal. I don't think so. No.
Oh, excellent. Well, look, there's nothing to be nervous about
Okay.
here. We just need to talk about a few things. You know, we're going to go over your performance since you've joined the company. So let's say, due to budgetary reasons or market conditions, we had to terminate one of your team members tomorrow.
Oh.
Well, who would you pick and why?
So just because there wasn't enough money?
Yeah, let's just say there's not enough money.
Mm.
You know, we can't keep our staff. We got to downsize. So your team of 6 has got to go down to 5.
Ooh, can you just give all of us a pay cut instead?
Not an option.
That's a really hard one. I don't know. I think everybody's doing their best.
But
So
if you had to answer,
I'd have to. I don't know that I could give you a name. I would feel bad.
Okay, interesting. You see as he scribbles some notes down. You see as the two Bobs come out of the door and they're like, we're looking for Miss Crystal number 2. Is Miss Crystal number 2 available?
I think you're referring to Crystal 2.0.
No, it clearly says on here on the paper, Crystal number 2.
Well, I would like to submit an HR complaint, and she stands up and she's got like a giant oversized bag. She's clearly prepared for this. She's worn her little power suit and her sunglasses are on, and she you can definitely, I don't know if heels exist in this world, but if they do, you can hear her heels clacking.
So as soon as you say, I would like to register an HR complaint, he goes, yep, that's her. All right, if you'll just join us in here. It says, welcome to your performance review here with Bluegill. I'm Bob, and this is Bob. And we have here Crystal number 2.
0.0.
Okay. He says, so you've been here with the company a couple of days now. You know, we just have a few questions. Just want to get to kind of get to know you. Let's say that due to budgetary reasons and current market conditions, we had to terminate one member of your party. Who would you pick and why?
Can you terminate people that don't want to be here?
Well, you can terminate anyone as long as they're here.
Well, I mean, I'm under a contract that specifically gives like an outline of my roles and responsibilities. So to terminate that, you would have to speak to my attorney, but I don't think it would be possible, even if I didn't want to be here, because I've also tried to get out of working here because I prefer working for myself, which I now, I guess, don't, according to you. I mean, you can try if you want.
You see as they both look at each other, very puzzled. So, just to recap your answer, are you saying that if given the option, you would terminate yourself?
If given the option, I would reassess my position here in the company, possibly move up, possibly move over, because sometimes a budget isn't just about where you're actually in, it's about a budget as a whole. So maybe I just move departments. You never know.
Okay, moving on. You see as the Bobs step out of the room, they kind of look at each other. All right, last one. Let's see here. We're looking for a Miss Taylor Jacobs.
Hi, you can call me Taylor.
And he looks and he goes, oh, how about we have this one outside?
Oh my gosh, I would love that.
Oh, okay. So you step outside the building and it's like a back alleyway and like he pulls up some chairs and stuff and says, can I get you anything? Water, some apples, a sugar cube?
A sugar. Oh, no thanks.
Okay. Okay. Well, welcome to your performance appraisal. My name's Bob, and this is Bob.
Hello, Bob and Bob.
Yeah, we like to do these from time to time here at Bluegill. Assess how our people are doing. How are you doing today, Miss Jacobs?
You know what? I'm actually a little nervous.
Are you? Well, there's no need to be nervous. We just have a few things to go over and a few questions and just kind of want to get a feel for your time here at Bluegill, even though I know it's been a short time. So starting off, let's say, due to budgetary reasons or current market conditions, we had to terminate one member of your party. Who would it be?
You know what? I have felt very disappointed and not supported by one team member in particular, and it's our manager, Jerry. He's never visited with us. We've been here for days. It's honestly quite disappointing. I've had bad managers, and this is a whole different level.
Okay. Interesting answer. Okay. Well, we are here to present you with this. Welcome to level 3.
So I believe I will take the offer.
Okay, sounds good. Nice to meet you, Miss Jacobs.
It's just Taylor. You can call me Taylor.
Okay. All right. So you guys are all out of your performance reviews, and you all meet back up in the lobby.
I feel like that went well.
Hey, so, Matt, are there any action items that we need to take away from those performance reviews? I'm waiting to hear back on whether or not we can level up sooner. There's kind of that interaction, and I'll be following up on that frequently.
Oh, so yeah, the Bobs kind of came and talked to me about that. There's a lot of approvals that has to go through, company policy and all that. We'll get back to you on that. What I want to talk to you guys about is what a good job you're doing, and that this information that has been provided from Fizzlebang about the Great Ori is fantastic. He says you guys were instrumental in getting into the actual chamber, and he couldn't have done it without you. He's currently working on translating a bunch of stuff that he got from there. He did want you guys to have this, and he hands you the SOP, the Universal SOP. He said it might help you in your travels, and he said he'll be providing information on the remaining artifacts soon. Now, in the meantime, were you guys able to find out anything about the little dust-up with Beckett and Co.? I mean, I saw from your files that you had ran into the Goths.
Yeah,
In fact, seems like some of you made some interesting contacts with the Goths, but
yeah, it was really surprising. They were very unprofessional. Some of our female teammates were hit on or spoken to in a patronizing tone, so it was really disappointing.
okay, but did we get any useful information?
No.
We're tracking down some leads.
Okay, so that's not important to the company.
Well, no, we got people working on that. I'm looking big picture.
They'll
Did you
totally get back to you.
Yeah, did you
It's
figure
been
out who they're
working
working
for
for? Who's trying to wreck our project?
We don't have all of the details yet, but we do have some leads that we're tracking down.
Okay, what kind of leads?
We got a name and a place, but that's all we have. We don't have anything solid. We're going to
Okay.
check it out. I'm sure you don't want to micromanage us, right? You have too much stuff to do. So we'll look into that, make sure that it's a legit source, and then we'll go from there.
You said you got a lead. You said you got a name and a place. What are we talking about here? Maybe I know something you don't.
But we don't want to turn somebody in for something that is totally hypothetical. So we should definitely be able to drill down on this more before we give you the full report.
Yeah, we were instructed to go to this place called the PBX. It's in some weird GeoCities place. We haven't checked it out yet, but hopefully you can, let us go there and see what's up.
He just looks at you really confused. I have no clue what you're
I thought you said you wanted to evaluate that's important or not.
Yeah, the Goss told us PBX.
Okay, make a deception check.
Yeah, we're unclear what a GeoCity is, but
No, I want Jimothy to make a deception check because he's the one who threw this out there.
But we're helping. Can you
Yeah,
get...
assist.
I will let him have advantage because Richard is assisting because he jumped in there.
That's going to be 15.
You see, as you look at him, the color in his eyes begins to shift.
Are you having a stroke?
He says, "No, I just get a little frustrated when people lie to me."
Suit yourself. You choosing to be frustrated.
Oh my God.
Hey, so maybe we could decide at a later time kind of if whether or not the information is good. And then, we've kind of been in a high stress performance review. We're not our best selves. Of course, we want to do a good job. We don't want to give you something half baked. Like, let us prove ourselves and go out and get the best information we can find.
Speaking of that, that's a good point, Taylor. We would like, if possible, some more information on a web developer. We did learn that we need to look somewhere. They just told us on the web, but that's not a place.
Yeah, it's a place.
Okay, sure. And we can find that where?
Have you never been to the server?
No.
You're aware that we just got here, right?
Okay. I'll
He's a
explain
terrible
this to
boss.
you. There's this place in the Grand Bazaar called the Server. It's a cafe, but it also has
It's an internet.
I was
But-
kind of hoping it would be a farm.
there's also a door that leads you down to the Travarian Underground, a series of cave networks, and that's where the web is.
Oh, that is awesome information that we did not have prior to this. So we can certainly move forward with that task now.
Yes, thank you. Also, we noticed that some of Crystal's intellectual property has been stolen, which we know is one of the highest offenses as we are experiencing consequences of that. Could you tell us more about her supply chain, where her factory is, more information about how we could encounter that and kind of work on it?
What are you talking about the Clarity Cult people?
Yes.
They've been around here a long time before you guys got here.
Time is irrelevant.
He looks at you and says, do you have any proof that you're the real Crystal?
Well, so I noticed that in my when I caught a glimpse of the fraud that she had a possession of mine that would contain information that would give her a jump start on all of my IP. So I don't have it with me, but what if I could get it?
Maybe in our off hours?
Yeah, outside of
Uh,
work.
Sure, whatever. Tell you what, I'll have Saul look into it.
Thank you.
Listen, handle the web developer thing or handle the cloud thing. Those are the only two things I need you guys focused on right now, because there are some moves happening and we've got to start getting rolling on this thing, or our competitors are going to beat us to market, and we do not want that.
Understood.
You see, he looks at you, Richard. You see as he takes his hand, pulls it out from behind his back, and he holds a pouch and clinks some coins together. And he says, now, Mr. Cox, are you sure there's nothing else you want to tell me?
Actually, now that you mention it, there is something that I would like to bring up. We didn't get an opportunity to talk about it in the performance reviews, but seeing coins, this is a great time to talk about it. I think that we could renegotiate based on how quickly we were able to perform the tasks that we've done so far, and some other areas of improvement that I've seen, not just with our tasks, but maybe the company as a whole.
He looks at you and he says, I'll take it into consideration, and
All right.
puts the coins back away. Now, go get me a web developer or complete your other tasks.
All right, we will do that.
You guys leave his office, and as you're leaving, the little gnome sitting at the reception desk, he sees Jimmy walking by. He goes, psst, listen, just one gnome to another. He says, I wouldn't advise lying to the boss. How do you think I ended up here?
Why do you say that?
Well, I mean, you don't want to be stuck what you're doing forever, do you?
Well, I'm going outside and doing things. What are you doing?
Well, I mean, you'll never end up in a position like this if you keep lying to the boss.
Are you implying that your position is better than my position?
He looks at your shoes, and then he looks at his shoes, and he goes, yes.
You do probably look homeless because of those.
It's all right, Crystal. You look tired.
He holds his head up. He goes, "You see this? It's a real Rolex."
You don't have sauce, but you have Rolexes. I don't want to be in this fucking universe. We're going. Can we go to the bar? I need a fucking drink. It's been a day.
All right. So you guys leave the Bluegill headquarters, and what's your plan?
That dude said, as a other gnome, I just want to give you a piece of advice, and proceeded to insult me.
Wait,
What
what did
the
he
fuck?
tell you, Jimmy? He told you to get a better job or something?
Yeah. He was like, oh, you don't want to lie because you might get stuck doing what you're doing. And I'm like, you're the dude who works the front desk. I'm going on
wow.
adventures.
No, he's not working the front desk. He's working the CEO's desk.
Yeah, he's in EA.
If I
He probably
don't,
makes a
Big
six-figure
difference.
salary. Yeah.
Big difference.
I'm not long for this world. I don't give a fuck what that does. I'm not.
Jimmy's
I'm
always
not
been
full
one.
doomer.
He's like, I'm out one way or another.
Don't worry. Don't pay him no mind, Jimothy.
I
It's
don't.
gonna be okay.
No mind.
No mind.
Oh,
Damn it.
That one was better.
Okay, so
yeah.
we're
you guys wanna
outside,
head
right?
to the cafe, or
Hey, as
Yeah.
we're walking, why are we lying to the boss?
we're not lying. We're just withholding information until we have a bigger picture.
Yeah, if you're launching a product, you don't want everybody to know what the product is.
I agree with the whole stance of you don't want to come in half cocked. You know.
Always a whole cock, not a half.
I knew that was coming.
I didn't even start that as an innuendo.
Sometimes all you have is a half.
What?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
All right.
So guys, so we're walking, right? We're walking. Hey man, hey guys, come here. Group. Okay. They had a lot of information on things that we've been doing, like reports on stuff.
So true.
I don't know how they would have known that. So maybe we should try and I don't know, keep an eye out for like people watching us.
That's
That's
a
a
good
great
point.
idea.
Now that you mentioned that, they kept saying that our manager Jerry
yeah.
would be able to get in contact with us. and
We've never met him.
And he's always like, oh, he knows how to
Yeah.
get in contact with us. Maybe we're being followed.
Maybe he is following us. Yeah.
That's so creepy.
I need everyone to make a perception check.
No need to take this offline. Overworked and Underplayed will circle back after these messages.
Bentley wants to lean over to Richard to be like, maybe it's the birds.
Birds aren't real.
No, because he's all about conspiracy theories. There's the birds aren't real conspiracy.
They-
Amy Ann 9.
Okay.
Nat 20.
17.
10.
Richard got a 5.
Bentley got a 19.
Okay. Bentley and Jimothy. As soon as you hear him say that, you guys get this eerie feeling, and you sweep around, and you see an oddly placed barrel, like at the end of an alleyway.
Hey Bentley, you seen that?
That weird box that says "Don't look here,"
Yeah, that's the one.
like from what is it, Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah. You want to go check that out?
Kind of, yeah.
All right.
Okay, Bentley's gonna look to the party like, we're gonna go check out this barrel. We'll be right back.
Oh.
All right, make sure there's
Okay.
no birds looking at you.
Ooh, field trip. Let's all go.
I like how Richard, the flat earther, is the one that's like, oh, birds aren't real. That's
That
too
tracks.
crazy.
That tracks.
But we met a bird man, Richard. He was a guy that was a bird.
Remember, he was like, ah!
He wasn't a real bird. He
oh.
was a bird
Bentley,
man.
by the way,
Oh.
just as like a thing, Bentley's gonna like accidentally trigger his divine sense. That
Okay. What
detect-
does divine sense do?
lets him see celestial fiends and undead within, I think it's 60 feet. Let me pull it up.
Okay. So that's not going to matter.
Yeah,
Your radar's not going to ping on anything.
I was just making sure. I've never used it, and I wanted
Yeah.
to be like, oh, I'm looking. All right, let's walk over here and go look at this barrel. Bentley's gonna like casually walk and be
Okay,
like,
so the
thinking-
rest of you see Bentley and Jimothy approaching what looks to be an oddly placed barrel at the end of an alleyway.
Can I cast detect magic?
You certainly can.
Okay.
Man, I mean, I heard Jimmy say he wanted to go to the bar, but that's a bit excessive. Just go straight for a barrel.
So,
I mean,
a
can
man
anyone
has
tap the
needs.
keg?
Crystal, you do not detect anything magical about the barrel.
Dang.
I was thinking that we would just walk over it and then pick it up or like kick it over.
I like how we're all trying different like fancy ways, and Bentley's just like, what if I just pick the barrel up?
So you picked the barrel up?
Yeah, Bentley's gonna pick the barrel up.
Okay, and what was your passive perception?
13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough. You pick up the barrel, and you don't hear anything when you pick it up.
Can I shake it?
You can certainly shake it.
Okay, Bentley just starts shaking the barrel up and down. He's like, wow, I thought this would be harder. I forgot that I'm stronger here.
So you shake the barrel, and as you're doing it, you hear what sounds like a ticking noise.
Uh-oh.
Is there something in
Bentley's
it?
gonna like put the barrel back down. Does it have a lid?
What I want to know, hold on. So they're doing this. What are the rest of you doing?
Peering over their shoulder.
So y'all are all around them?
They're being management.
So
Um,
who is with Bentley and Jimothy right by the barrel?
Taylor.
Taylor?
Crystal is not right. by
Okay,
the
so
barrel.
Richard
Crystal's
is with
just-
Crystal talking about Jimothy going straight for the barrel after talking
Okay,
about getting drinks.
okay.
Amy Ann's walking
And
towards.
So you're
she's
walking
between the
towards
two
that.
groups,
So
yeah.
how far are Crystal and Richard from it?
I don't know how far away was the barrel.
Yeah.
It's about 25 feet.
So yeah, I didn't
Okay,
walk
so y'all are
towards
just
it.
kind of standing
I just
there.
like cast detect magic, like just
I got you.
for funsies.
So you're walking towards it. So you're going to be about 10 feet away from it.
Mm-hmm.
So I need Amy Ann, Jimothy, and Bentley to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh no.
What about Taylor?
Is
Not
it gonna
Taylor?
blow up?
Oh, Taylor as well, yes.
Okay.
Bentley rolled a 2.
Okay, so he's a failure.
I actually rolled a 4,
There
but I
were
have a
lot of
negative.
dice that he just rolled.
Amy Ann 11.
Okay, fail.
I also rolled a 2.
Okay, so that's a failure. What did Taylor Jacobs get?
I got a nat 20.
Okay, so you shake it and you hear the clicking and like you stop shaking it.
I put it down, and is there a lid?
Well, there's about to not be a barrel.
I kind of figured.
As the whole thing explodes like right in front of you.
All right.
So-
How strong is the explosion?
So Jimothy and Bentley are going to take 11 points of fire damage.
Oh my god.
So this is more like a pipe bomb, okay?
in the street? It was just in the street.
Yes.
Yes.
And then Amy Ann, you're going to take 8 points
Okay.
of
What
fire
if it was
damage.
like a child that like picked up this
Yeah,
barrel?
Bentley gets knocked back to the ground, and he just kind of like lays there.
Does he go like grab his knee and go,
Taylor Jacobs,
No. He's-
Taylor, you're going to take 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Because you kind of, you hear the noise and you're like, uh-oh. And like you try to duck as best you can, like out of the way.
Yeah.
And like you think you're hitting the ground, but really all you did was kind of hide behind Bentley.
Jesus
Thanks.
Christ. Sorry, Bentley.
So
Bentley's laying on the ground, looking up the sky, like, "This is how today is gonna go."
this explosion goes
Is it
off,
Monday?
and everyone in the in this part of the city just kind of looks and they're just like, whatever. And keeps walking.
Oh my god.
And Crystal and Richard, you guys hear a voice, sounds like it's coming from like near you. It says, can you believe they fell for the oldest trick in the book?
oh my God, the bomb just exploded.
Hell!
Oh, calm down. It was just a training exercise.
Oh shit, who are you? What the fuck? Where did you come from?
exercise.
So you look around and you don't see anyone.
What the?
What?
He says,
Did you
I'm
hear
down
that?
I
here.
hear that.
You heard that? What the? What?
I'm down here, you morons.
Down here. Richard's short. What
Yeah,
the
Richard's
what?
3 feet tall.
Well, this guy's really small.
Really
As you look
small?
down and you see what appears to be about like not quite a foot tall, a small blue creature with a huge white puffy mustache, like a Victorian general mustache. And he
Oh.
says, Jerry Trick at your service.
Hey, Richard, it's a Smurf. They're real.
So Crystal,
That's not
you
the
say
craziest thing
that.
we've seen today.
Not.
You say that, and almost in like a flash of lightning, he is on your shoulder, and he says, I would be careful who refers to who as some kind of silly creature.
Crystal immediately sits down. Just like, oof. She doesn't know how to get away.
And you watch as he like slowly walks down, like almost painfully slowly walks down your arm.
Okay,
and,
good,
like-
because her next action was going to be to smack him
Yeah.
off her shoulder.
and he says, now, I have been observing all of you.
Wait, did you say Jerry?
Yes, Jerry Trick.
Like
Oh.
as
Our manager.
the manager, Jerry?
Yes.
Where the hell have you been? We
I've
needed
been-
you like 4 episodes ago.
Fourth wall break. He says, I have been here all along, observing from a distance to see what kind of people I am working with.
Ah, so
And
what you're
I
telling
cannot
me is
believe
you just...
the amateurs they have assigned me this time. My
so-
gosh,
On
falling,
that, we can agree.
Yes. And
falling
also,
for the random barrel at the end of an alleyway.
if you're trying to tell us that it's our fault for fumbling around for an entire week waiting for you to show the fuck up, you are sorely mistaken.
My style of management is a bit different.
It's terrible. That's how different it is.
Well,
I respect the energy you're putting out, honestly.
Yes.
I have a question. How is
Crystal's never had a manager before. She doesn't know how to be fired.
Richard, Richard is going to take a deep breath while she's handling that. He's like, oh, wait, our friends. And go over to
So
the
you
people who
see
just had bombs
as-
exploded on them.
Richard, you turn around, you see that Bentley, Jimmy are prone. You see that Amy Ann is a little dazed, and you see that Taylor Jacobs is like brushing herself off.
I would like to add that there's like smoldering, like
Yeah.
remnants of
Oh
fire
yeah,
coming off
definitely.
Bentley.
And the barrel is like perfectly like laid out in a circle.
It's a cartoon.
And so as you run over there, basically the second you get to them, Jerry's just there.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
He's like, "What took you so long?"
I'm not used to these little legs.
Oh, you're going to need to hustle. Now, the lot of you, stand up.
Who's this guy?
Taylor's gonna assist the prone folks with standing up.
Crystal runs up and she's like, "That's fucking Jerry."
He looks like Papa Smurf.
That's what I said.
Are you a
Thank you.
Smurf?
I would ask you to stop referring to me as a Smurf. I don't know what that is, but it sounds derogatory in
No, it's
nature.
great.
It's a
Smurfs are
compliment.
amazing.
Totally. It's
You look
totally
just
a
like one.
compliment.
Yeah, it's good.
So where you're from, that is, are they great warriors?
They're really good cooks. No, that's a different kind of
Yeah.
elf.
No, like
Sorry.
Crystal looks at Marjorie and Marjorie looks at Crystal and we're like,
You mean
yeah,
Amy?
Yeah. They're
so
really
Well,
good.
So
Then,
good.
if it
Yeah.
behooves you, and it is something of great stature, then you may refer to me as a Smurf, I guess.
I thought he was going to say.
I'm
maybe refer to
kind
me
of
as Papa.
concerned about the
I literally
trademark
was
of
thinking
that,
about
like how that's gonna work. But anyways, he says, I guess you can refer to me as such, but I am Jerry Alvin Trick.
Is that your government name, or last name, I should say?
Trick?
Yes.
What is your middle name again?
Alvin.
Like the chipmunks.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, this is
What is-
really weird.
There's
now
like
you're
a
referring to me
pattern
as a
here.
small furry woodland creature. I
Chipmunks
sense
are real here?
I sense some
No sauce, chipmunks, yes.
I sense that there is some mislabeling going on here, so I will
Oh.
henceforth no more silly nicknames. You may refer to me as Jerry or Mr. Trick or Jerry Trick.
I knew it. I knew it.
I want to make a joke about you placing a bomb as a training exercise and really call you a boomer. But I'm just struggling to piece
I'm
together.
so glad you
done.
caught that.
Well done.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Pull yourself up by
It
your
is a
bootstraps.
very like
Is your
yeah,
hang on?
it's
Is your
brand.
one weakness PDF?
What
Do you need to edit a
Hey,
PDF?
hey. he's not a boomer. He's a sooner.
Oh God.
So,
Well, Jerry, it's great to finally meet you. I don't know what that was. Were you testing us?
it was a training exercise, and you all failed, especially
Excuse
you.
me. Why are we getting surprise training exercises when we've been busting our ass for an entire week? Doing well, might I add.
I
We even
received-
leveled up.
I-
Like, excuse me. No. You are not going to talk over me. I deserve some compensation for the work that I've been putting in, and you have been doing a terrible job of guiding us through this horrible process.
Yeah,
Well-
what leadership style do you
Wow,
even
yeah.
have?
Well, I used to be a micromanager,
Oh, you're micro, all right.
but I've been trying some different styles. So it appears that my more hands-off, free-range approach that corporate has been pushing has not been working. So back to micromanagement it is.
Oh, it has been working. We've accomplished so much. I'm just curious, like we were promised all these trainings and all of this other information and also compensation. Like what is happening? We are working so hard. I'm sounding like Taylor.
Do it, get it.
Yeah.
That's why my dad is giving skipping.
He said, "Have you not checked the bank for your stipend?
What bank?
The Bank of Lavron?
Yeah, they didn't even tell us how to collect our paychecks.
No.
Did you ask?"
Well,
We
have you heard of direct
Uno reversal
deposits?
card.
We're used to
You've
direct
activated my
deposit,
trap
okay?
card. Two-way street.
Touche, sir. Touche. Could you tell us a little more about how to collect our paychecks?
He says, yes, you go to the Bank of Lavron and you tell them your name. They check their ledger and they tell you how much gold you have in the central depository.
So you're telling us that Bluegill opened up an account illegally under all of our names?
No,
No.
they legally opened up an account under all of your
Legally
names.
opened- Oh, okay.
So
It's fine. It's a bank account. It's not credit card.
That's true.
So Jerry, what do we owe this pleasure?
Well, I received feedback from your performance reviews, and I was informed that some of you were disappointed in the level of training you had received. So, and also that I was too hands-off, to which I replied that I will be extremely hands-on, not as extreme as some of you have been with each other, but I will be more hands-on. I will make myself more available, and there will be training exercises. And
I like it.
That's
yeah,
great.
Yeah, that's much
we
more
want you to
supportive.
be
Thank you.
accessible. Like,
Yes.
At least that's what I've been told managers are
and my
supposed to be like.
current assessment is that you all failed.
So
Let's
cute.
see.
Oh,
I,
he's so really cute.
Look how
Yeah.
mad he is.
I would like to request that someone else get blown up next time.
Does his beard like frizzle up like a cat's when he's
he
angry?
looks at Amy Ann and he holds out his hand and
Do you want to? I can pick you up.
no. Hold on.
I've just been informed we're not really allowed to touch each other, so no thank you, I won't hold
That's
your hands.
True. Yeah.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, natural 20 plus.
Ooh.
Constitution 5, 25.
He holds his hand out and he's like, "Argh!"
Are you okay, little buddy?
It's got to be pretty emasculating.
Yeah.
as he tries to cast reduce to make her small.
Oh
Oh,
no.
I mean, I can pick you up. I don't mind.
Crystal leans into Amy and she's like, I mean, I'm not really great at like context clues, but it feels like he doesn't want.
Oh, okay. Oh,
You
thank
do
you,
it.
Crystal. Yeah.
He says, treat me. I do not need your assistance. You need my assistance.
Oh,
We
okay.
do, yes.
Yeah.
Can we
Now-
get your assistance on the way to, what was it? Richard goes into his notes. The server?
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, you're going to the web.
Yes, that is our plan.
I hear you're going to look for a web developer.
Correct.
Yes.
Excellent. Yes. What do you need to know?
We need to know how to get there.
You
Yeah.
go to the server.
Is
and
there
you-
anything we need to bring? What kind of
Yeah.
negotiation? What is there a
Like,
salary thing that's
do we-
happening?
Do,
Do
we
we
need
have
like a
logins?
USB drive?
Hold on, one at a time.
Do we have
Crystal.
logins?
Do we have logins?
No, you can't carry. You can't
Do
carry.
we like? Do we need like
lumber
a
onto the web?
like a USB drive
I
or like
wanna
a
make
like
root
a
password joke, but that's
storage
also
device?
trees.
Like a backpack.
Well, it's a tiny backpack.
If anything, I would suggest getting some sort of non-flame related lighting source.
Wait a second. We're going to a internet.
He did say we have to go into the basement.
Taylor said we were going to an internet cafe.
You know, you're
earlier.
going to the server, which is where
Which
you get
is-
access to the World Wide Web.
at a cafe. We're just gonna go drink coffee and sit around computers, right?
What's a computer?
Like
a person? Like a person who counts?
like a Bloogle kiosk.
Like a terminal. Like,
No, you'll need to hire a browser.
They're free though.
Uh,
Why
not
would I
here.
Need it?
Like Google Chrome or Firefox.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, Bentley. He's like he's there.
oh yeah, he's our
he-
subject
he
matter
knows-
expert.
He knows what he's talking
That's
about.
not
Bentley,
accurate.
help us.
He says, I don't know what browsers are available, but you'll need a pretty experienced one to carry all of you at once.
Like on their back?
Well, on the spider's back.
No.
I'm gonna have to say that we're not doing this now.
What do you
No.
mean?
I refuse to interact with spiders.
Is Bentley afraid of spiders?
Yes. Bentley is like me.
Uh,
I'm also deathly afraid of insects and bugs.
well, that'll be kind of a problem because the browser takes you on the spider that carries you along the World Wide Web.
I refuse.
Can we find a way to do it without the spider?
I would not recommend that.
I can carry people on my back.
Can you
I would
walk
not
on
recommend
webs?
that.
What'd you say, Tyler?
Bentley's like, I would not recommend that.
How good are you at walking a tightrope?
Ooh, with 4 legs? I don't know.
I've done yoga a lot, so I'd probably be fine at it.
She's very graceful.
Well,
Yeah.
I would advise not doing that because the spiders, while friendly, can sometimes be confused by things stuck in their web.
Well, hey,
I-
Jerry. Oh, go ahead.
No, I don't know what I'm saying.
Jerry, what? Why do we need to get a web developer? It seems like you guys know where they are.
It's kind of chaotic on the web.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of random violence. You need a tough group to go sort out and find a good web developer.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like their version of web is different from ours. It seems more like a literal web.
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
picking up on
I'm-
that as well.
He says
I don't want
yes,
to be picking that
It's
up,
a
though.
web.
Also,
What did you think it was?
I'm hung up on the fact that you have
network.
the ability to teleport and place bombs, but navigating the web is too much for you.
I
You
don't
are
teleport.
small. You could probably like walk on those webs.
We're
and you'd
the
be
worst
fine.
subordinates to have.
I'm hung up on the fact that you have
We
some
would've
sort
been
of
better with
unnatural
English.
level of powers, but we've been sent to do some
He
menial
says nothing
tasks.
about me is unnatural. I'm just very fast.
Okay, so what's stopping you from getting this information?
Well, that's not duties as assigned.
Oh, okay.
But I
So-
think
Management.
going back to maybe 30 seconds ago, I think Taylor brought up a good point in that how are we compensating? Like, how are we going to convince this web developer to come with us?
He says, "Oh, yes," and he hands you the offer letter.
Richard takes the offer letter, reads it over. What does it say?
Nothing relevant to you, but it has a certain amount of gold per quarter.
Is it more than us?
Oh yeah, way more.
No.
Oh,
Wah, wah.
maybe we should get good at being web developers.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cross train.
That's
He
like
says,
the long
can,
game
Can
plan.
you speak spider?
Could we
They
learn
speak
it?
Language.
I don't know. I
Is
feel like everybody speaks here. Like even, I don't know. Like
So this conversation
maybe.
is happening on the way to the cafe. Like,
Yeah,
are we
we're
there
Yeah.
yet?
walking.
Yeah.
We're walking.
I'm imagining he's on my shoulder.
So Crystal leans over to Taylor and is like, "What do you think he is? Like, can we ask him what he is?
I don't know. Do you think that would be offensive?
Isn't that offensive?"
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to ask people where they're from, what race they are, that kind of thing.
You see, all of a sudden
Probably.
he is like on Crystal's shoulder
We
again.
are being discreet, though.
No,
That's
no, I
intentional.
know, but
Okay.
he's like, well, make me a stealth check. How about that?
Oh, okay. Yikes.
How about that?
That's a 17.
Okay,
17?
okay. So you guys are being very quiet.
Okay.
And you're discussing this, and like you get done discussing it and you kind of turn and he's just sitting there and he's like, you could just ask.
Where we're from, like, you don't just ask people
It's rude.
what
Why
they
not?
are. I don't know.
He says,
Real question.
he says, all right, I will.
There's a lot of complexity that we'd love to get into at a different time.
Yeah.
He says, okay, well, regardless, he said, I'm a quickling. I'm a fey creature, and I move like lightning. Or at least I used to. Now, I'm a little slower than I used to be.
Why?
Old age.
Oh. Now I
I'm,
want to ask you how old you are.
I'm 25.
Oh. So, I'm
Maybe
around
it's
that
like
age
dog years.
myself.
You know, where
Yeah, quicklings age, because they run so fast, they age faster than, like, normal beings.
Well, that's kind of sad.
He says, I've lived 1,000 lifetimes.
In 25 years?
Yes.
the
Oh.
candle that burns twice as fast lives half as long.
That is really sad.
So we roll up at the
Yeah.
cafe.
Yeah. So he says, well, here we are. Good luck.
A gratitude today keeps the haters away, and that's why we want to thank you for listening to Overworked and Underplayed. You just heard Alex Capps as our DM, Annalyn Hardy as Taylor Jacobs, Katie as Crystal 2.0, Marjorie as Amy Ann, Marcel Hardy as Richard Cox, Tyler as Bentley, and Kyle as Jimmy Sticks. Episodes are edited by Marcel, and Circle Back episodes are edited by Katie. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll circle back in 2 weeks on June 15th for the next episode. You can help us to get the word out by rating, reviewing, and subscribing wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also follow us on social at OWNUPPod, that's OWNUPPOD, subreddit r/OWNUP.
I want to keep him as a pet.
Oh, Lord.
no.
He hates that.
I'm pretty sure there are laws against
I
that.
was gonna say, you can't do that.
Oh, okay.
That's going to go in your performance review for the next one.